My girlfriend bragged about cruel high school pranks on a vulnerable kid, so I ended it. I'm 24, and I've been dating my girlfriend 22 for about 3 months. We get along fast and easy, and I thought she was the sweetest person I'd met in a long time. A few nights ago, we were trading dumb high school stories on my couch, just laughing at old photos on our phones. Then she told me about a boy from her school her friend group used to mess with. She said she pretended to be his girlfriend and got him to do things that would embarrass him, and her friends would set up pranks to make it bigger. She said they showed private texts around to get laughs. One night, she said, she took him to a park and told him to take off his pants because she wanted to see him. When he did, her friends rushed in, grabbed the pants, jumped in a car, and left him there in his underwear to walk home. She was laughing so hard while telling me that she had to catch her breath. I asked if the boy ever figured out she was in on it. She said he never did, that he'd believe any excuse she gave, and that was the funniest part. The way she told it, he was so trusting it annoyed her. She moved on to another prank like it was a highlight reel. She said she once shared his screenshots in a group chat and watched people react in real time, and he was still nice to her the next day. I sat there nodding, but my stomach felt cold. I didn't know this kid, but the way she talked made me think he might have had some kind of delay, or just needed help reading what was going on. I pictured him walking down a dark street in thin boxers, holding his phone to cover himself, hoping no one he knew drove by. She grinned and sipped her drink like it was nothing. We changed the subject, but the picture stuck in my head. For the next few days, it ate at me. I kept thinking she was kind to waiters, kind to kids, kind to me, but she told it like a trophy. I told myself it was years ago and people grow. I tried to drop it. At night, I kept hearing her laugh at the part where he stood there with no pants. I typed out a message to ask her about it, then deleted it. I called a close friend and asked if I was being dramatic. He said to talk to her and listen to how she talks about it now. That seemed fair. So I made a plan to bring it up, calm and simple, after we spent time together so it didn't feel like a trap. Last night, we met up for a couple hours. We walked to a food truck, split fries, and joked about a song stuck in our heads. Back at my place, we watched a show. She joked about my serious face, poked my shoulder, and asked what was on my mind. I said nothing and turned the volume up. She sang along badly and laughed. The normal, easy stuff made it harder to bring up. I almost let it go. Then I brought the boy up again. Casual voice, like I just remembered something. She laughed the second I said his name. Before I even asked a question, she told another story about her friends hiding his backpack and making him sing in front of people to get it back. She looked proud of it, like she was sharing a good prank from a movie. I asked why they chose him. She shrugged and said, he was a jerk. I asked what he did. She said, nothing really. He was just so stupid and naive it was annoying. I had no reply. She went on and said, almost like it was a line she'd said before, he had no purpose. He was there to make people laugh. My chest went tight. I wanted there to be some story where he had hurt someone and they were getting back at him, but there wasn't. It was just because it was easy. I told her straight that what she'd described sounded cruel. I said to picture someone doing those things to her. To picture the fear of standing alone half-dressed while people she trusted laughed from a car. I said it didn't sound like a mistake she regretted. It sounded like she still liked it. She stared at me like she didn't understand the language I was speaking. I kept my voice even and told her I didn't want to date someone who thought other people were props. I said if she felt sorry, that would be one thing, but she didn't. I told her I couldn't keep going with this. For a second, she smiled like I was joking. She asked if I was actually mad about a tiny thing from years ago, or if I was bringing this up to dodge some other fight. I said I was serious. Her face flipped from confused to hard. She said I was trying to shame her because I wanted to control her. She said I had no right to talk to her like that. She started tossing little insults, the kind meant to hit fast. I was boring. I was weak. She never liked me anyway. I didn't answer. I stood up and grabbed my keys. I said, I'm done, and opened the door. She told me to grow up and slammed her cup into the trash. My phone started buzzing before I hit the stairwell. I walked outside, and the night air felt cold on my face. I saved the messages without replying and put my phone in my pocket. I went to my car, sat for a minute, and drove away. Now her friends are calling me cold for ending it over those pranks. Was I wrong?